All right, we have Phantom coming in.
Phantoms.
God damn it. Kyle Kaplan and Vinny Pergola. Is that how you say it? Pergola.
Well, I would think pergola because it's a G, right? Pergola.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. You can follow us on Twitter at Jim and Sam Show.
Hi guys.
And there they are.
Hello. Hi.
We're
Phantoms are here.
determining. Do you hate when people say the Phantoms? Right? You hate that? Is that?
That's fine.
Anything goes, guys. It's all good.
But it does sound a little old manny. Like if somebody's like, "Hey, it's the Phantoms,"
It sounds like an old baseball team or something, like the old Phantoms of 1746.
Right.
Yeah.
The boys from the Phantoms have arrived.
All right. So Phantoms. Yeah, he said it was Phantom. I said no, it's Phantoms, plural.
Yeah, it's got the
Correct.
plural.
Yeah.
It's good. We're killing it with the self-promotion right now. There's a bunch of names people can look up. It's great.
Well, did you think that like when you decided to name the group Phantoms, like the Phantoms is more natural?
Well,
right?
that's actually what I think when we first started, like years and years ago, we were like, we're going to be Phantom. It was like going to be really cool.
Right.
And then around town, everyone was like, hey, it's the Phantoms, you know? Like they
Right.
just were calling us that. And then that kind of stuck.
But it's not the.
No. We took the out. We're like, we're making this our own.
I
You guys,
see.
being an electronic act these days, you got to take the out. You're lucky we didn't take the vowels out. Everybody's doing that now, too.
Yeah, we
Why?
left those in.
That's just
looks
something
cooler,
in
Jim.
electronic music, Jim.
All
yeah,
caps.
It's a whole thing.
Well, Deadmau5 has a 5 in his. Isn't that
That's
even a
right.
5?
That's right. Yeah.
It's weird.
yeah.
You don't like it?
No, it's just bizarre.
Dead Mouth 5?
Yeah, I don't
Dead
get
Mouse
it.
5, yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Maybe with that big hat, it must smell inside. I'd love to talk to him.
You think it stinks?
Yes.
He's a really nice dude, and he actually started taking the hat off on stage, so it didn't really make sense. Like he performs half the time in and out, so why even have the thing then?
He takes it off?
He's like Kiss. He's
Yeah.
trying to get out of the makeup because he's probably sick and tired of it. It's
Yeah.
a fucking headache.
That
Totally.
cannot be fun to perform in. I don't envy him.
What's he look like? Is he a regular looking guy or something?
Totally, yeah.
Okay.
He's super, he's super thin dude, but we've gambled with him in Vegas before, and he's just like, he puts $1,000 chips down, 5,000 chips, just like 5 different things on the table. They actually stopped him from gambling at the Wynn because
Yeah.
he won too much. I
Yeah,
think,
it's
something like
incredible to watch.
They will do that, man. It's weird that the casinos, if you win, I knew a guy who won like $5 million. He was like the top guy in a casino. I think at the Paris or another one, and they get X amount of money back from him, and then they just booted him. They're like, enough.
That's
We've got
really-
some money back, and we're done with you. Yeah.
Everyone's a
Yeah.
winner in Vegas.
Yeah, that's
Apparently.
fucked. Like if you're losing your life savings,
They don't stop you.
They won't stop
No.
you before you lose it all.
No, they're the
Of course.
worst.
No.
Yeah, we've been going out there shooting some stuff with Dylan Francis, who's also a DJ, and we get put up at the Wynn. Never win there at all. Just like he always wins, and he's like getting paid from the hotel to play there. We are not getting paid from the hotel. Always
Always
lose
a
every
loss
single
at the
time we
Wynn.
play.
Yeah.
How much do you lose?
Not much. We're not giant gamblers, but like $200, $400, 6 times a month. Yeah, it could become a
It'll
whole
add
thing.
up.
Yeah.
How is the Wynn? I'm going to say something really old lady-ish, and understandably if you both just walk out. But they have a marvelous buffet at the Wynn.
No.
I've never actually gone to the buffet.
It
but I
fucking
wanted to.
rules, dude. It's so
the
good.
one?
Yes.
You were busy gambling and fucking chicks and partying and didn't get to the buffet in
Yeah,
time. I
yeah.
see.
Just saying,
I
it's
see.
a good buffet.
Yeah.
You think their lives are different than mine in Vegas?
I think
Probably a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
No, the Wynn is cool. They have like 3 different just full on EDM clubs over there, so it's always a weird time, weird night. Have just brought many different people back.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
We're checking out that buffet next time, though. I don't know how I've missed that.
Oh, it's fucking great, man. It really is. All kidding aside, boys. So what is the difference between, I don't know much about it, like EDM, what's the difference between that and dubstep?
So okay, it's a whole. You ready? I'm gonna break this thing down.
Nice.
EDM is like the giant hat. Okay, let's call it the NFL. Okay, there's like different teams, different stuff happening within it. Like let's say dubstep would be like the Jets. Okay.
Okay.
And then you have like deep house music, which would be like-
Subgenres.
Yeah,
Yes.
subgenres.
There we go. Subgenres.
So,
Perfect
so
term for that.
basically EDM is the umbrella under which
Right.
the other... I ran out of analogy.
Yeah, no, I know. I did too.
Just
I
trying to
started at
relate.
the-
That makes sense, though. The
Yeah.
NFL, and then they
Yeah.
are...
Somehow it became sort of a derogatory term, though, at
Yeah.
some point, and everyone was like, I'm not EDM, I'm not EDM.
Yeah, it's like
And-
fist pumping.
But it's what makes sense. I mean, it is electronic dance music. It's an easy name to give it, I guess.
Have you guys ever done shows? Because I interviewed Steve Aoki, and I asked him
Yeah.
about, everybody says that he just pre-records his sets and just kind of waves his hands in the air. Like, that's the criticism of him.
Right. Yeah.
And he said that I don't do that. I definitely don't. But he said one of the reasons that he says he doesn't is because it's not really, when you're good at it, it's not that hard
No.
to do
Yeah.
a set. So it'd be like just as easy to just do it as to pre-recorded. So
Pre-recorded.
why not just do it?
Yeah, I mean, if you have every track, let's say it's at 128 BPM and it's just 4 on the floor, just dun, 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 you're just matching those two beats together. So unless you're doing like hip hop into that, which most of those shows aren't, it's all the same. It is pretty just like, get it lined up and then you can kind of move back and forth. That being said, there's a talent to it, but we don't really DJ. Like, we'll do it time to time, but we play live. That's our thing. We try to do it as live as possible.
And he throws cakes on people. He puts on like a whole show. I've never seen him live, but we interviewed him too in the morning. And he says shit, 10,000 people in his fucking shows.
Yeah.
I almost said 50. Unless that would be wrong.
Yeah,
but
that's a lot.
He's done massive shows.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's done like big
And
festival
he'll do
shows.
2 shows
shows.
a day. Yeah, he's like an animal, man. He
yeah,
works
dude,
a lot.
They get in the privates and then they're just able to do like 5 shows in a night. New Year's is like the smash grab for all DJs. That's when you'll book like 5 different shows and you just ride the coast, like ride midnight going down all the way from just like New York to LA. You make
Wait,
a million.
they call that riding the coast?
Yeah. It was called Riding the Coast.
You ever ride the coast doing
No,
comedy shows?
I haven't. I
We
do an
haven't
8
done it
o'clock
either
show in the
yet.
Tarrytown Music Hall. I'll be in bed by 11. Wow. So wait, are you guys? We'll do a show. What time do you start? Like 6?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing in Denver. We're just doing a festival that night. We're not that level yet. We're doing like fucking Chainsmokers 10 shows a night, the whole thing.
Who will do that? Like guys like Tiesto and him? They'll
Yeah,
do.
Tiesto,
Chainsmokers are killing it right
Didn't
now.
The
Yeah.
Chainsmokers had like was it 2 songs?
Pretty much 3
they've had-
number ones.
But 2 songs on Spotify's like top 10
Yeah.
streamed songs all year.
All year, yeah.
Like 2 of the top 10 were Chainsmokers.
It was-
They
it was-
they killed it.
They came out with that song "Selfie" originally. And they were kind of like a joke to everybody.
Right, it was a goof song.
Yeah,
Right.
and then they came back and actually had these like major fucking hits, and like
Yeah.
it was crazy how that all went down.
So when you guys say perform live, not really DJing?
Yeah, like we're playing keys. I mean, it's performing live in the electronic music space. There's only
That's-
so much you can do.
Right.
It's not
Right.
like you can bring out the whole rack of everything. But yeah,
like
singing,
drums
drumming,
and singing. Yeah,
and
So-
not just like pressing play.
So what do you have? So you have a track, and then but you've stripped it of certain like
Correct.
drums
Yeah.
or keyboards or singing or whatever it is.
Yeah, and I sing on a lot of the stuff, so we are able to do that live. Just
Mm-hmm.
elevate it. I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with DJing, but it's just not for us to do. I mean, it would be a hell of a lot easier to not drag gear and shit, and
Right.
just roll up with a USB stick, get wasted, and then just leave. Come
So
on, it's a
jealous of
dream.
our friends that get to do that and make twice as much money.
So they're guys that I'm fascinated by this. You'll do a show and then go right to the airport, fly somewhere, go do another show.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, fucking kind of in the New Year's Eve theme and do 5 a night.
Yeah,
That's
you do so
incredible.
many a night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so-
Jesus Christ, the amount of that's a tough night because one time you're delayed because of weather, your whole night is fucked.
I guess
Well-
that's why they're pre-recording their shows.
Exactly, right? Yeah, you just put it in the drive. No, that's the nice thing about, it makes sense to get a private jet on nights like that, and then you just drive up to the jet, and then you're out.
But
you
just
ever
the
think about-
traffic getting in that. I mean, I'm thinking of New York, but just the traffic getting to the airport.
But did you ever think about just doing it on a private jet?
I've thought of doing that if I have shows maybe 2 days apart. I'll do
Yeah.
like one on a Thursday, one on a Saturday. Yeah, but no, a private jet's a little above my price range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice though. I mean, we're like the fucking tag along guys on the private jet.
Are there opening bands and that stuff, like or opening acts? So will you guys open for an act like that?
Yeah, it depends. If it's a festival, it's just a bunch of random, EDM people put together. But there's still tours that go around. Like we're opening for our friend Dylan. He sold out the Shrine Auditorium 3 nights in a row, which is like 5,000
Jesus.
people.
Yeah.
Cap. So we're doing those shows coming up, which will be really fun.
That's
But,
amazing.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. It's crazy. He's got a very like EDM, like the fist pumping crowd, and we're a little more of the deep house vibes. So
Yeah.
It'll be weird. But
What's the difference?
it's like one is like it's like big drops. It's like the
Very, very high energy, yeah.
like that kind of stuff. And ours is a little more like songs, like
You can sort of flow into it a little more. There's not just like song after song after song. So it's definitely a bit of a different
Cryo.
vibe. Yeah.
And you guys are both actors before you did this, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep, both
back-
child actors back in the
Back
day.
in LA, yeah.
Was that like the gimmick? You were like, hey, we're both child actors. We should start a band. Or did you just
No.
know each other?
We just knew each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Call ourselves like the failed.
I was a
actor.
child actor, but it was in pornography.
Yeah, that was beautiful. we were both like in the Disney scene, grew up with all those kids, and we pretty much fucking hated it after a certain amount of time.
Everybody does, right?
Oh, it's
yeah,
awful.
I mean,
Yeah.
you meet weirdos that are out there. Like, it's hard for me to look at like some actor kids we know that aren't just like crushing it yet, or doing just like some little show or something, and they're just so like. they just feel like they did something so good, like they just cured cancer or something. I'm like, dude, you're number like guest number 3 on Teen Wolf. Like that's not that big. I don't know. Like that's cool. That's fine.
But they haven't
weird.
gone on to actually create anything. You're saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean some have. We know of a couple of people that have gotten successful on there, but yeah, for the most part, those kids they're a bunch of weirdos.
What's the first step? Like after you have like a child's success of your show, when does it become like, oh no, this is ending? Like at what point is it? Like when you're 12 years old, or how do you start to see like there's something changing?
When your
here?
mom stops returning your calls.
We definitely
quarter
watched-
adolescence crisis.
Yeah, we watch that a lot. I mean, a lot of our friends were on really successful shows, and they were like on top of the fucking world for their teenage years. It's like the best, like the popular kid in high school, but on a huge level. And then I think like once the show ends, the couple years after that is kind of hard to watch. Like they're going through the ringer. They're like,
It's hard to watch people
Yeah.
like that. That's why a lot of them wind up with drugs or fucked up.
Oh, yeah,
it's
you
got to be
start-
depressing.
You start
it's
seeing
hard,
them at the
yeah.
house party a little too much, staying a little too late, getting a little too drunk, and you're like, okay, they're going through something right now. And then some people would really go off into that zone, and
Yeah.
then some people would, I think, kind of transition out of it.
I mean,
but-
imagine like Disney is basically your parents because their parents didn't give a shit what they did.
Right.
And
But
especially when you're plucked out of this small town and like you're kind of the moneymaker and you're a kid in the house, like how do you listen to your parents when they're like, "Don't go out tonight"? You're like,
Right.
I'm paying the mortgage here, so I'm gonna do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
I
How
want.
about
Yeah,
you stay home?
Yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly.
How about that?
So that just creates a weird, I think, like mental space for a kid growing up.
Did
like,
that happen
through
with either of you guys?
Oh no, we didn't make
No.
that much. We were not that successful. in the acting world.
Well,
But
yeah.
I also always wonder, like, I feel like the kids that are on those shows start to grow up, and you always, if the show's successful, like, it lasts a little longer for the kids than it should. And I always watch, like you hear from the people in later seasons of shows that all have to realize that it's not funny to them anymore. Like the show is terrible now to them,
Yeah.
because they've aged past the group that it's intended
targeting,
for.
yeah.
one of
Totally.
our good friends is Christopher Mintz-Plasse, who's McLovin from Superbad, but he gets that all the time, and it's got to be annoying. And it was such a big role, and it was great, and it started his career. But there are times at the airport where it's just like, dude, McLovin, man, what's up? And it's just like,
I'm
gotta
not
be
a teenager anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
Yeah.
And just like when you're just out and like doing your thing, just to be called McLovin all the time, it's gotta get old.
That's got to be annoying. Yeah, you got to try to just thanks, man, appreciate it,
Right.
and get out of that situation. That's
Hope that
uncomfortable.
that's
Yeah,
it.
it's like great to get a role like that, but also at the same time, you kind of want to get that fly under the radar role.
Yeah.
I think.
Some people move beyond. Like I'm a big Annette Funicello fan, as most of us are. And didn't she start out as like a Mouseketeer, and then she was 60, and people still knew who she was. Some people just make a life out of child accomplishments, and sometimes
Yeah.
you got to.
Luckily
do
for
something
her,
else.
nobody knows who she is anymore.
Please, you say Annette Funicello, heads turn. I mean, am I right?
And that, oh yeah, oh my gosh, look
I
at
love that
that.
you pulled that reference.
Well, I was trying to get famous Mouseketeers child stars. There was Britney, I think was one, right?
Justin Timberlake,
Justin
Christina
Timberlake.
Aguilera,
Yeah, there's
all
a
of
bunch of them that went on to.
Yeah.
What did Miley Cyrus? She was a Disney star.
She was
right?
on Hannah
Yeah.
Montana.
Hannah
You guys were on
Montana.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
This guy
I
was,
did
yeah.
Hannah Montana
Oh.
with her, and yeah, I was on like the very first or second episode ever of that show, so it was funny to watch it go from like just her being this girl to then Miley Cyrus kind of happening after the fact. But I gotta say, she was the most normal. Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
She was the most normal out of I think all the child actresses that we knew. She kind of obviously rebelled like a little bit later on, but I think she did it in a healthy way, like just being a kid, like just doing her thing,
Right, wearing latex underwear and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We all act out in certain ways. I
I'm
got some
wearing
latex
latex
underwear on
underwear.
right now.
I would
That's
certainly
cool.
wear them.
Yeah.
They make your hog look great, don't they?
I guess I'm out of this one, guys.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Any type of underpants that makes your fucking package look good, you got to support.
You like
I
that?
know.
Oh yeah, it's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, totally.
Parlor tricks in your pants.
Are you guys doing a gig in New York?
We actually just did. Yeah, we sold out Baby's All Right in Brooklyn, which was really fun. It's like it's one of those Brooklyn spots where there's like a fucking DJ at brunch kind of thing, like
Yeah.
in front, and then the venue's in the back. So wasn't sure how I was feeling about that, but it was great though. Like the crowd was awesome, and sold out LA too. So
What's a
slowly-
bad crowd for you? Like
Oh,
just
man.
they're not moving, or there's.
Oh yeah, the people that are just standing there, like looking at you as if your just hair is on fire, kind of like that the entire time, and just a lot of like the arms crossed, like that shit. Like for us, when like everybody's into it, we just feed off of that, and it's a lot more
Yeah.
fun for us. But other than that, yeah, they're just like looking there.
Right.
Yeah, it sucks.
Have you guys done like I hear when you tour overseas, like places like Japan, where culturally it's kind of polite for them to sit there. That's got to suck in your line of work if the people just kind of sitting there not
Oh
moving.
yeah,
Being
totally.
respectful.
yeah, be
and
respectful.
We had-
we've realized too that people like have different ways of enjoying shows. Like not everybody's going to be jumping around, but there was one time in Minneapolis, there was just this dude grilling me the entire time, and in my mind, I was like,
what's you?
he was just grilling me, just
staring
like
at you.
looking at me, and I was just like,
Both of us like couldn't stop. We're like, this fucking guy.
yeah, just like I'm gonna after the show, I'm gonna kill this fucking. Just like so pissed in my head as I'm doing my thing, and then after the show, he's just like, dude, that was the best show I've ever seen, man. And you're just like, oh, okay, well,
It's so
Yeah.
crazy. Sometimes you think somebody hates you, and they don't. It's like for them, the experience is happening in their own way, and they're loving it.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
right. It's absolutely hard to tell. What are they feeling right now? Why do they hate me? And then they're like, dude, that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe they were just enjoying it, like not even in the moment, just liking it for some reason in their own way.
Right,
Yeah.
just like sitting there, like just taking everything in,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not reacting to anything.
which like does that happen in comedy too? Like stand up stuff? Does
It only happens to me in comedy. That's every audience I have is just 300 people quietly enjoying it.
Yeah.
you assume they're enjoying.
I'm assuming, yeah. They've never said that's the best experience of my life, but I leave quick, so.
Exactly. Assume that.
Yeah. Everybody must really just be taking it all in.
Yeah, boy, they really drank me in slowly like a fine wine.
So did you guys like? Were you overacting, or did acting kind of dry up, and you were like, we got to figure out the next thing?
It's like a mix of both.
Yeah.
I was on 10 Things I Hate About You, like the TV show remake that I think 5 people watched totally. And then on the show, I actually came out of the closet, like the character came out of the closet, and then the show got canceled. So it's like the gay community is like, dude, we do not want you in here. Get the fuck out of here. And then after that, yeah, it was just audition after audition.
Are you gay in real life or on the show?
On the show. On
okay.
the show. Yeah. No, in real life, I'm not. But hey, on the show I was, and it's
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful thing.
That's
but,
gotta be harder to play a character who comes out as
And
gay.
he barely got a chance to. They canceled it.
Yeah, but I mean that's gotta be hard because then you might have to do a scene you don't want to do. Like if you're, it's like
Yeah, I mean that show wasn't like this is kind of before it was like a big thing to come out on a show then where now it's like it shouldn't even be that big of a thing. But
Right.
that was like 5 years ago. It was like
It
more
was
of
not that long ago.
Yeah, it was like more of a thing, but they were so I think afraid that even doing that was like a big moment for them. So it's before 2016 where you have to like just go full on make out with the dude on there, like
Yeah.
that
Right.
kind of stuff, which is kind of the
Like you're not
the
even
standard
supposed
now.
to assume a character is straight until it's spelled out for you. Like
Right.
don't assign a gender identity
No.
to him.
Yeah. There's a lot of that happening right now, where it's like cisgender male. I still don't understand how.
yeah,
most,
it's kind of diluted. It's very hard to understand. I'm pitching a scene between where I get to make out with Newt Gingrich. I'm not attracted to him. I just want to do it. I
Yeah,
figure it
just
would really
wanna do
take
it.
Hollywood by storm.
You know, generally speaking, you need a show first. You can't just pitch scenes.
well, that is the show. I make out with
That
people
sounds
who
like
you
a
wouldn't
great
think should be
scene.
making out with.
yeah, and is it weird that I'd watch that? And I think it's kind of weird.
I
but
think
mean-
everyone would watch
Imagine
that.
if we did a pay-per-view where me and Newt Gingrich just make out for 20 minutes, no talking, just holding each other's faces and kissing, and all the money goes to charity.
I would buy it.
Of course you would.
I think we just found our plan. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We'll play music.
I'll help
live
shoot it.
drafting.
Yeah.
The ball's in your court, Newt.
Yeah, if either one of you guys knows Newt, that's cool.
Newt, do it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
get
hit.
out there.
And
Unless
the
you
women
hate
after
charity.
shows for you guys has got to be incredible. Like it's just the DJs fucking do really mop up, as we say.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially DJs, like people that have the DJ vibe but can actually sing and play instruments.
yeah,
Right.
Like that's kind of the best
Right.
of both worlds.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I mean, so when we're like when we finish a show, like we have this like pocket of time, which is like you go to talk to a girl, but we also have to load out and get the fuck out of the venue. So
The
it's kinda
industry
like,
calls it fuck time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like what kind of fuck time do we have after the
It's
show?
very slim for a Phantom show.
Yeah, because we don't have like no time, so you try to go out there and just like make it work, and you try to like get the shit done at the venue so you can bring it back to the hotel or something like that.
You should end your shows earlier.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And just
Start
give
at
yourself a little
7:30.
more fuck time.
Start at 7:30, yeah, and just have like the allocated time where we have security move all the dudes out of there, and just, like, leave all the girls in there. It's great. We do better actually when we go to our friend shows because then we don't have to do anything and we can focus on it. So like when Dylan's playing in Vegas, we're just out there drinking and like bringing girls up on the stage and just get to do it that
Oh,
way.
because you still get to be on stage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So even if they don't know that you're performers, they know that
Yeah,
you
we-
get to be on stage.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very important thing to be on
to
the
be
stage.
on the stage. Yeah, exactly. It's the very
Okay, for instance, now I'm trying to figure out how to weasel my way into some fucking EDM sex that I don't deserve.
That's what it's called, right? EDM sex.
EDM sex. No, you just go around and we'll just say you're Marshmallow. He's another dude. He wears a marshmallow on his head. This
Oh,
guy's
yeah.
the biggest thing ever.
Yeah.
We'll just say that you're
And they'll look at my
Marshmallow.
body and they'll believe it.
Exactly.
And they'll feel my dick and they'll definitely believe it.
He really does. He wears the suit everywhere. everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
No.
Who's Marshmallow? I don't know Marshmallow.
He's
You don't know Marshmallow.
He's like the new
No.
dead mouse.
He's the new
He
dead
has not
mouse,
taken the
guys.
hat off yet. Yeah.
Pull up a picture of this guy.
Yeah.
He's absolutely crushing it right now. I don't really like it. It's
There he is.
I don't really understand it. It's he's got a whole thing. It's a marshmallow.
Well, he dresses like a marshmallow.
Pretty cool.
I think the kids love him. Like the really young EDM kids that are just getting into it. Like
Yeah, I get the appeal of that. Somebody,
Yeah.
because when Kiss in the '70s had that mystique about them, and if you don't know what these guys look like, especially now with all these fucking cell phones and social media, I could see where that would be really interesting and
Yeah.
enticing.
yeah, I think that's the.
It's like Banksy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
The mystery is half the appeal.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Banksy was able to make a whole career out of just like I think getting that art out there without the identity
Yeah.
thing.
Do you think that if he came out and people knew who he was, he would be less appeal to him?
I think he'll eventually do that because I think all those guys eventually want to get that kind of
He's gonna have to at
fame.
some point.
Yeah, just like I think when you stay behind for so long, it's got to be maybe kind of nice to go out in the street and people not know you, but also I think you also get annoyed by that too. Maybe,
But also, like, if you don't ever take the thing off, you could sell the gimmick to somebody else. Or
Keep it
rent
going.
the gimmick out to somebody else. And you don't even have to go on the road
that's
anymore.
what they say about Daft Punk. They say that Daft Punk when they went on tour, it was just like random
Anyone.
people doing it up there. 'cause
Yeah,
you
just,
would never
just
know.
rent it out to somebody else.
He did something interesting when he was in New York. When Banksy was in New York, he had his own pictures set up that he didn't sign, or he signed them small in the back, and he had some guy selling them on Central
saw
Park West.
that.
And he was saying basically this is what the name does, because if you just put the art out there, a few people bought it, no one gave a
Right.
shit.
Right.
It's all the name.
Now they're worth thousands and
Yeah.
thousands
kind
of
of
dollars.
disproving like I'm
Right.
really famous. He was just saying like my name doesn't mean much either. It's just or my name means more than my art.
And by the way, nobody took anything from that because everybody was like immediately, yeah, I'll pay tens of thousands of dollars for this.
Yeah,
It's like, that's kind of what I was getting at.
That's the
Exactly.
whole point of that.
And we all wish that we knew that they were Banksy's, because I would have went over there and bought a whole bunch of them.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
For $60.
Travis, right?
How much was he selling them for?
$60.
Man,
Cheap,
That
like
was-
just street art.
If you'd known it was Banksy, you would have bought more than one.
Yeah, I would have bought a
Some-
bunch.
Some tourists
Sure, I bought
just-
3 or 4.
There's some tourists in Italy that
How
still doesn't even
insightful.
know what they got. They're just like, oh, it's a cool picture of a mouse that they just have hung up at their house.
Yeah,
for
they
a
didn't
thing.
see
yeah,
the
exactly.
thing or
They haven't
anything.
seen anything.
I'll bet you he told at least one of his friends, go and buy 4.
yeah.
Because they're going, it's my stuff. I bet you he told at least one person, because one guy bought 4 pictures.
I'd hope so. I mean, I'd be kind of annoyed if it's like, dude, can I finally get a piece of your art? I can? Okay, cool. Tell me where and when.
Yeah.
Like,
That's really
yeah.
hooking a friend up. That would be nice.
I did, whose podcast? He's an Asian artist, Cho. Oh my God. David Cho.
Yeah.
I did his podcast.
Oh, yeah,
And he used to do it with Asa Akira, and or Asa, however you say her name. And he was supposed to give me like a little piece of art afterwards, and he never gave me one. I was bummed out.
He didn't give
Oh,
it to you.
No, I like him too. He's really,
Yeah.
he's really good.
Yeah, I remember that was his thing, was like a little piece of art afterwards. He didn't get it to you? What was that about?
I don't know. I think he got busy.
Yeah.
Probably. He had other things.
I know. He was very wounded.
Other things going on.
I wanted my little art. It would have been nice to hang up. I don't own any art from. Oh no, I did a gig recently, and some guy gave me this cool thing in Florida. He does bacon art. He's out of his mind.
Okay.
Does all this stuff with bacon.
Oh, I
like,
saw he sent a whole bunch of this stuff to the studio.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He sent me this one that was Tommy Chong. It was fucking great.
Really?
I'm gonna hang it up. Yeah.
Are you?
And it's just
Yeah,
bacon?
the Tommy Chong. No. It's actually a painting, but he puts bacon in it. The one about bacon dancing, I probably wouldn't. That is a little weird. But this one was just a picture of Tommy Chong, and I like the colors a lot.
That's Tommy John covered in bacon. I like it.
Or
It's
smoking
bacon.
bacon or something. It was something
Okay.
with bacon.
It's
Yeah.
odd.
I'll stop saying bacon.
Is there?
Ruin the interview. I apologize. Guys.
Do you get girls at all?
Yes.
Based off the kid shows that you were on, or are you too young? Does anything
No.
like? Can you use that later on? Like, hey, you grew up watching this show.
There might be some like kid that's maybe a little like
Yeah.
holding on to the past, maybe some weird daddy issues, or maybe something could kind of work. But no, for the most part, it's just like that. And Snapchat has actually been a big thing.
Oh, you
for
guys are
us.
big on Snapchat, right?
Yeah, it's just we started kind of doing these stories and using it as more of like a through line and just
Yeah.
doing these weird videos on there, and it just kind of took off. And it's actually helped everything out a bunch because it adds kind of a little more personality to the project too. And even though right now it's like 9 in the morning and we were pretty hungover, to be honest with you guys, it's pretty right now. So
What do you do on Snapchat?
So we'll just do like random little things. It can just be like one. We were all going to Vegas together. I actually did take a flight to Seattle and then to Vegas just for the sheer joke because it has a geolocation tag. We literally we committed to this joke for me to actually go to Seattle.
And
Then go to Vegas.
just to show Kyle going to the wrong city.
Yeah, the whole joke of it was that
Yeah.
I went to the wrong city, and I'm like, they're having the best time in Vegas, getting like champagne, girls, and shit. And I'm just stuck flying. Like, had the flight attendant say, like, sir, the only seat available to go to Vegas is like a $4,000 upgrade in first class. It's like, God damn, like so much shit.
Yeah.
By the way,
going
that's
on.
got to be kind of a nice place to be when you can buy extra plane tickets for a Snapchat joke.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
for a geolocation, you could have just lied.
Yeah.
I would have lied. I would have been in McCarran Airport going, "Oh boy, I hate Seattle." Meanwhile, people are in fucking Hawaiian shorts.
Yeah, Hawaiian shorts running around. But the best was having that like Home Alone moment where I got to in Seattle go to the girl in Starbucks and just go like, "Hey, what city am I in?" And she's like, "Oh, I was in I'm in Las Vegas right now," and she's just saying, "Sir, you're in Seattle," like looking at me like I'm fucking nuts. It's
So did
great.
you miss the
My
gig?
partner's in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm in
Seattle.
Seattle.
You missed the gig or you made it?
Oh no, we made it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We did that on. It was planned out on purpose, but we started the whole thing. So these kids watch it, and you'll have like 100,000 people. It's like a small like local cable channel that we kind of get to do ourselves by just having these kids.
That's
sort of
pretty
watch on
amazing.
there.
How do you
Yeah.
know how many watch it though? Isn't it hard to see how many followers you have on Snapchat?
You can't see exactly how many followers are on there, but you can see how many views. So, like, if you have something that's been up there for like a full day and you're posting, you can kind of get a good idea about where
Yeah.
you're at. But
Yeah, they got a view count if you click it and
Yeah.
look at it.
I'm trying to work with Snapchat a little bit, but I don't do any snaps. I just look at them.
yeah, dude, it is actually it's the weirdest like interface. It's really hard to get used to and use it. But
It's also kind of embarrassing to shoot them because you just feel like a tool holding up your
Yeah, you feel
phone
like a fucking
and walking
idiot.
around. And
Yeah.
like we'll shoot them in front of people that like love our snaps and watch them all the time. And then when we shoot them, they're like making fun of us. You know, like because it's like
yeah, you
walking
feel like
around
those
with
YouTube guys that are just
Yeah.
like, "Yo, guys, here we are in the show," doing
Yeah.
that whole thing.
How many
That's-
do you do a day? Do you like you don't want to overkill it, or do you just do as many as you want?
We just kind of do it when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Like we did one yesterday. We just had like a press day around, and the whole joke was every meeting we went into, we just sat down, and then got right back up and just left and said, like, "Sorry guys, we don't have any time for this. We're busy." And just did like a whole stupid story like that yesterday. So it'll just be kind of like random.
But you do it over the course of many videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if I shoot this and then just put it up, it'll just go up as Snapchat.
Adrian,
Yeah.
why don't you want to help Jim and get it on our Snapchat too
Yeah, you do both.
at Jim and Sam's
How's
show
this?
so we can watch.
Wait, I'm Snapchatting.
Yeah.
This
Look
is great. What a
This
hot
Snapchat.
moment.
Is it,
Oh,
This is the first Snapchat?
this is a hot
great.
moment.
I like
I'm
that
really
you
bad
guys
at
like
this.
you kind of tried to turn it on just now for Snapchat because you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, Snapchat's our thing.
Yeah.
But Jim was just giving you nothing.
Yeah, we got nothing
I was
back
busy
there.
operating the camera and Snapchatting. Hold on. No, I just. What do I do? Just to my story?
Yeah, you want to get
Okay,
that up
good.
there.
Send.
That's
Oh,
good
please.
content.
Look at that.
Forget it.
This is-
Fucking great.
Did you
Big
get
piece
that
of
too,
content.
Adrian? Okay, we got the double angle on that.
Are we
Cool.
viral? Are we
Sick.
viral?
Yeah, guys, Huffington Post is posted about it. This is great. This is amazing. We did it. We did it. Congrats.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So we're
You always
just,
feel like people. Sorry, to interrupt you you always feel like because it goes away and it's such a weird thing to get used to. It just evaporating, and
Yeah.
not like with Twitter you can go back, Facebook
Yeah.
you can check it, but it's weird just thinking of it going away.
Well, that's
That's-
kind of the nice thing about it, really,
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
if you make stupid shit, it just goes away.
yeah, and then when we come through with like some just like pretty C-level content, we just know it's
Oh,
only
it's
gonna last. Yeah,
Gone.
That's the advantage. If something
Yeah.
is shit, like all right, it'll go away.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it doesn't
like,
matter.
Not our best.
That's not going to get stripped down and added to the best of on YouTube.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I don't
the
think
the
so.
real kids actually make reels of that stuff and put it up.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
it's-
save your own story stuff? I don't know how to do
Yeah, you
that.
gotta save it.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a little download
Look
button.
at that. Look at that smiley picture.
Yeah,
Like
I have a lot of good smiley people. I have to be careful when I open in front of people.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
A lot of creepy things might pop up.
Yeah. Well, that's what Snapchat was originally designed to do. It's just to send pics back and forth.
But
Yeah.
so many
Really
people
delete.
fuck up and they think that you can't save it. And there's ways to hack all that stuff. It doesn't disappear
You just
for
screen
real.
grab it.
Yeah.
But also, that just happened with what's his name from Golden State Warriors. He just had that come out where he sent out
Travis
a dick
Teft?
pic. Not Travis Teft.
Oh.
It was Harrison Barnes, I think. He came out and like took a picture of something happened where his dick went on the internet because of that, because of Snapchat.
Is it a big dick or a small dick?
I didn't look at the dick long enough to remember.
Because I was going to
Come
say
on.
it went on
Come on, I
purpose.
don't remember the dick, but it was.
I'm only asking that because what did he do it on purpose or by mistake?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if you get
Right.
if it's a small like Brett Favre's dick with that dumb fucking jelly shoe, that was a mistake. Terrible angle. It was
Yeah.
awful. It looked like his dick had fucking palsy. That was a bad photo. But if you have a giant dick and it winds up on the internet, it's like, oh, what a terrible mistake.
yeah, for sure.
Is he single or no? I'm not asking like I want to meet him. I'm saying that tells you if someone did it on purpose.
Yeah, I think he was just sending it out. He accidentally posted to his story, and I think he was trying to send it to some girl or something.
Oh, yeah,
terrible.
that's an easy mistake there.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a thumb difference there.
And that's probably was a mistake too, because you know there's kids following you, or there's fucking 15-year-olds following your Snapchat. You don't want to put your dick out there.
I really like it when celebrities accidentally tweet their phone numbers. It happens
I've never
way
done
more
that.
often than it. Of course,
It does.
it happens way more often than it should.
Because they're DMing it,
They're
right?
trying to DM their phone number and they just tweet it out to everybody.
But people ignore it.
Never. It's always time for the celebrity to get a new phone after that.
Totally. That actually happened. DJ Snake is another DJ. There's that Ultra Music Festival, which is like the biggest festival in Miami. He put up our friend Dylan's number in front of the crowd at his show.
Just on the screen.
And it was just like the amount of texts and calls that came in.
On
was
purpose?
Crazy. Oh, yeah, I did it on purpose. It was and then we did that to our friend Forrest on our Snapchat.
Yeah.
We put his number up there, and it was just nonstop.
I'd be so annoyed if somebody did that to me.
Yeah, it's kind of a fucked up joke, but it was, I don't even know why we did that. I think we were just being
I think we're just
assholes.
being bored and we're just like, let's
Yeah,
just
we were
fuck with
driving
It's
back-
Forrest.
funny, though. When it's not your phone number, it's funny.
It is.
Yeah,
it is
We
it's
were
funny.
driving back
hilarious.
from
Yeah.
Vegas. Like, it was the one time we didn't fly, and we were just traffic, and we're just like, why don't we just send Forrest's number out and just watch his phone blow up and get a bunch
I
of
think we
texts?
said there was
I think
some
it's a good idea.
joke going on about like tell him he's a bad photographer. So like all these calls were coming in like, hey Forrest, fuck you, you're a bad
Yeah,
photographer.
you're a terrible photographer. Yeah, that's the best.
Have you ever tried to do relationships while you were in the band?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in one now, which is
Why?
which thank
How
God.
long is it?
Why would you do
it's been like 6 months now. Like it's
new.
Serious. Yeah, it's new, but I never planned on that at all. It was always like that's gonna be a difficult thing to figure
It
out.
How did it
actually-
happen? Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, it was just like it just happened pretty naturally. I mean, she's a fucking awesome chick, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna make this one work. I think.
Is she
I
just
think I can.
like a civilian girl? I hate using the word civilian.
Yeah, there's no need to. You're not in the military.
I know. It's
I
so
like the word
stupid.
civilian. Yeah,
But
she's-
non-celebrity person.
Yeah, pretty much. She's a regular girl.
She's really good looking
Yeah,
though.
very- yeah.
She is, and she is awesome. But it actually works out for me because he's like the face of the group, and now that he's gone, I'm just out there just being like Tinder up, Raya, Bumble, all the apps, getting out there, setting
Yeah.
up. Tinder has this thing where you can put your location before you get there. Well, it's a game changer because you can kind of go like, "Hey, I'm in town playing a show. Like, I don't know, like what's going on in the city," and then you're just able to like get this lined up, come to the show, watch it,
perfect.
just full scumbag mode.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
there's no
Great.
competition.
Yeah.
It works great.
But don't you get like? Doesn't it seem like your bandmate is having like a lot of fun?
Oh yeah, I mean it's good to see though. It makes me happy.
It
Yeah, it makes me happy.
I'll bet it does.
Yeah.
Raya's
proud
a
of
tough
him.
one too. I'm on Raya, and I've talked to a
Raya?
bunch of I've
You
talked
guys
to
should hook up.
I've talked to a bunch of girls, but not many have come to fruition.
Is that right?
Yeah, that I do a joke in my act about a girl Googling me, and it was actually from Raya, not from Tinder, where she's like, I Googled you. It's like, ugh.
Well,
Sad news.
Raya's the one that like you have to be invited to, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's like all model girls and like people.
It's the best girls on earth. They're fucking so hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they also have probably a better selection than like Tinder because
That's
it's
a
like
great
celebrity
point.
guys.
They
It's-
do, yeah.
It's a
They
place
do.
for
Yes.
models to meet like DJs basically.
Yeah.
Right. Or comedians.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. It's a place for model to politely chat with comedians and never follow through. That's what the name of that app should be.
Yeah.
We'll say hello and that's it.
Well, I talked to a Raya girl last night. Actually, I've been trying to meet up with her this whole trip, and we ended up. It was like a kind of last night here, so we had way too much to drink last night. You know, of course, had to be up in the morning. Great idea, crushed it. But I like text this girl my room number, and I passed out, and I woke up to a bunch of texts from her. She's like, I'm coming with a friend right now. Like, she actually was bringing a girl with. I fucking fell asleep. She was so pissed. She got to the hotel.
That would have
couldn't
been
even
a
get in the room.
threesome?
Yeah, that would have been a threesome right there.
Oh my
without
god!
even knowing
It just would have happened,
It
but you
would've-
fell asleep.
Yeah, would have happened. It was done. I was done. The guys, I'm terrible.
I have
fell
the same
asleep.
thing happen, except it's me continually texting room 705. I'll actually write it and then I spell it out. S-E-V-E-N.
705.
Did you get that last text?
Yeah.
I got
Hey,
it.
wasn't sure if it went through or not. LOL. You know, keep it light.
Right.
Emojis, yeah.
Use Bumble.
I used to use Bumble. I like Raya. Once you go to Raya, it's really hard.
Bumble
to-
stinks. Ladies go first. All this fucking stuff about how gender isn't important, but the lady has to go first.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, which is kind of refreshing. You don't have to like start off with some stupid line like, "Hey,
No, they
what's
never
up?"
say hi to me.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'd rather start off with a cheesy line and take my chances.
What's your opener on Raya? What are you going with?
What up, babe? I don't know. Let me see if I can find an opening on Riot. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And while he's looking for that, I would imagine that somebody who can just like kind of come in here and joke, like if I knew that I missed a threesome because I fell asleep, like this, there'd be broken things in the studio. I'd be so upset.
Devastating.
Yeah.
But that's because I would imagine you've had threesomes before.
I've had a semi threesome where it didn't escalate into full on like just sex breaking out everywhere. It was like a hooking up threesome, but never got past that level.
You got your toe in the water. You're gonna have to dive in soon.
Yeah, I mean, last night was going to be the night, but
Oh no.
yeah, it was a whole thing, guys. I'm not stoked about it. I'm not.
I feel like that's
happy.
your rock bottom. You need to sober up.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like,
Alcohol
you know-
ruined a threesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I say hello to one. Just hello with whatever her name is, and they respond.
Yeah,
And then
that's
nothing.
an honest way of doing it.
Yeah, I just say hello.
Not even hi, hello.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
so and so. How are you? Yeah. I mean, what
Yeah.
else are you gonna say?
I like to open with
Hope
weird
you like to
stuff
laugh.
sometimes. Yeah,
I've tried that. It doesn't work. I've tried to be intriguing by being odd. It doesn't work.
You try to be quirky.
Have
doesn't
you, have you
work.
tried the going into a picture with like a handsome friend and both of you are in there, so you get the like at first there, and then as I go through the pictures, they realize like, oh, that's actually me.
No, I've done it with uglier friends, and they're still disappointed that I'm not him.
So what kind of weird shit do you do?
I'm trying to see these lines. I say a lot of like bonsoir, just like good night always, just for no reason at all. But there's I feel like there's some weird ones.
Oh,
in
here's
here.
one. One was who said she was into photography. I wrote, "Hey, nice to meet you. What kind of photography do you do?" So, what else are you supposed to ask about something that they put?
It's just so funny. Like it's just.
Hey,
'cause-
bitch, do you dig ass eating?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That would turn.
That one worked.
She said that to me. That was her response.
Oh,
And I wouldn't talk to her.
Yeah.
Yuckaroo.
yeah, that's a little hostile.
Yeah, another thing too, like with these apps, we had a friend. You know what Venmo is?
Yes, Venmo or Venmo Pay?
Yeah, Venmo.
Oh,
yeah,
boy,
yeah.
do I.
Could you guys smarten me up?
Yeah, so Venmo is pretty much it's like
It's like
a
PayPal or something.
It's like
Okay.
an app. It's a little
Yeah.
more like a social media that you can look at kind of everything and like you can like people's things. So it's like, tacos last night, drunk, $20, and you can like it and just live
Yeah.
your mindless social media life doing that. But
But why do you give him $20?
no, I mean, you can put like any amount of money. So
Yeah.
like,
But why are you giving him money for? Just
like,
pictures of their
it's
tacos?
just a way. So instead of like going to the restaurant and then we like need to all divide up. Oh, what'd you get? I'll put this on here.
Yeah.
It's a quick way. Like
Oh, I've
20
seen the commercial for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Quick,
yeah.
like
So
$5.
stupid. Yeah.
whatever.
It's like
can
everybody's
only
having
do-
a great time.
You can only do there's a certain amount you can do before you have to like. There's a limit per day. I've tried Venmo or something, but you don't always want to use your name
Do you
on
go
Venmo.
out? Anytime we've gone out to dinner, I'm pretty sure every time you've picked up the check, we've never split. That's for sure.
No,
Do you do that with other people? Like, why do you?
I know. I always pick up the check.
So what do you need?
My man.
What do you need Venmo for?
Okay, somebody might need some extra spending money.
Yeah, exactly. It comes through. But
Pocket money.
You've never offered me pocket money.
No, I haven't. You're
Oh,
right.
that's weird.
Good point. Well,
the best though, there was this really scummy way to just like be an asshole in there and just like find a girl's number, like get that. You just text her $100 like Venmo and just put what up. And that's it.
You just give her money.
yeah, just like $100 what up. Which
Because
is
you got to
so-
see like what the response is gonna be.
Is she gonna take the money?
Yeah.
Is she not? Is she gonna?
Because you
be
can
into
decline
it?
the money. You know.
Have you gotten money declined?
I've
Never.
I've only done that once. Yeah, exactly.
so wait a minute. Oh, but it's your name you send. If it's fine if you just want to use it as your.
So
but
you
there's
just search
something-
around, like you just find a girl's picture on Venmo and send her money?
No, usually you have to know a little something beforehand.
Gotcha.
I mean, this was tried once, and this was drunk, and I was actually pissed that I sent $100. It did not pan out. She was just like, "Thank you." I was like, "Oh, really? That's how easy? You're just gonna take it like
At
that?"
least she was polite.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't blame her.
Exactly.
Venmo is, but what's the limit? It's $200 a day or something until you're
I think
verified.
I think you can send a little more than that.
Until you're verified. Western Union is a good one too when they're not fucking up. I have that app on my phone in case a
I
friend's
thought
in
Western
trouble.
Union was just
case
for
of
scams. Like I thought it was one of those places where it's like Western Union, send me like $8,000, I'll send you back $5,000. Like I thought it was just like used for scams. I thought that was the only
No,
thing.
they have the worst customer service in history because they're all in the Philippines or something, so it's hard to understand.
yeah.
But if a friend rolls a flat or something, it's easy for you to, if they need
Attaboy.
some
there
cash.
you go. You can always do it. Yeah, you do that and you send them the tracking number and all is well.
Good.
Yep.
Oh, good.
Different countries it works in too.
Is that right?
Sure does.
You have a lot of international friends?
You bet I do.
Okay.
That's great. We should all just send each other money, random amount, see what happens.
I guess so. I just don't have international friends like that. I don't know where
Or American ones.
It's true. Yeah. I'd be sitting there looking at the app like I got nobody to send money to.
Yeah. It's dangerous how easy it is to send money these days, or how fast you can get caught up in those crazy
Totally.
anything.
decisions.
I mean, even like the in-app, like the games they have on the Apple phone, they're like
yeah.
free. And then these kids are racking up like $100, $200 like tabs on their parents' credit cards because they're just buying the shit in the game.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. They're meant just to get people like addicted to buying stupid shit for
That's it.
really cheap prices.
Blowing $10,000 on Cubert or whatever it is that the kids are
Yeah,
playing.
exactly.
That's a good
Some roly
example.
poly game.
Was that a bad example?
Yeah, that's not really what we're talking about. Yeah. Nobody's spending 10 grand on Cubert.
All right, just whatever. I'm trying to be young.
But I guess it's not that different from like in the old arcade games. A lot of times you have to put in another quarter to get to another level or stuff.
I
or
mean, that's
something.
a quarter, but
Yeah.
you could literally will have $100 for like, buy the max amount of coins, $100. You're just
That's
hitting
true.
that.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point. I used to play that the Simpsons game on the iPad where like you'd build the neighborhood or whatever.
Oh, I
That
think you
sounds
meant
like
the
a-
one where you killed your ex-wife.
That sounds like one of those games though, where it's like you
It's a
usually
total
have to
scam.
build shit, and it involves just like you need more coins, or you could just spend like 12 hours waiting or something.
Yeah,
to
it's like,
get
if you
it.
like play the game without buying the shit, it's like not nearly as fun. You can't do
No.
the cool shit.
Yeah.
And it takes forever, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Don't you want Krusty the Clown? It's only 100 donuts. Oh, how do I get donuts?
Yeah.
Well, you'll get one every 6 hours, or you could just buy a bunch
Sure.
right
Yeah, it's
now.
like buying these fucking, and then you're just like, what's $20 on this? Make
Yeah.
that. And then just later you just look at your bill. It's so much.
Like
It
the game
goes
was
so
free.
fast.
I would spend more than that if it were a game in a store. It was like $60 for a PlayStation, and you
Yeah.
spent $700
Oh,
or whatever.
totally.
Right.
And I mean, that's what happened with Pokemon Go. Like, that whole thing was such a fucking thing when it first came out and had everybody addicted to it. And people were just spending so much money on this game. And then this is a game that now, like, I think everybody doesn't play it anymore. Like, it just
Yeah.
dropped off.
Did it go
was just
away?
done. I think it's still, I think children still play it where it was intended to be
Probably.
for children. And I think adults have given it up and gone, like, we look
Yeah,
like
you're
idiots.
you're a
running
dork
around.
if you still play Pokemon Go.
Isn't it weird
Yeah.
when it lasts for a few months? Travis, you still play?
He does.
Yeah, I play with my daughter.
All right.
Well, that
yeah,
But
see,
she's
that-
into it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Like I finished a long time ago, but I
Right.
still play with her.
So, how long did it last for adults for playing?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. It was-
You're a
I
good
see.
man, Travis. You're a good man. That's what you got to do. That's how you treat a lady.
yeah.
Wait a second.
He's a gentleman.
I finished a long time ago, but I still play with her.
That's
Good boy.
what you
Yeah.
have to do.
It's funny.
That's how I know
gonna
you're
turn
a
my
good.
mic off.
That's how I know you're a good dad.
I have things to teach you, Sam.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got to learn.
Most dads are done as soon as I have to wipe my back off.
Just getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, listen, guys.
You guys are great, man.
Yeah,
This
you
is
guys
really
are a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And it's PHANTO period MS.
yeah,
That's
just
the
a
website.
Oh, it is website.
Fanto.ms.
How'd you get
That's
Phantoms
that?
on Twitter? Did you have to buy that from somebody?
No,
No.
we got that. We got it pretty much everywhere but Facebook. And there's some, I think, bookshop that's called like Phantom Books that do not want to give up their domain. And the domain, I think, is still out of just like, early 2000s where it just looks old. And we're just like, guys, can we just please have that? So I think we're stuck with Fanto.ms.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's
And,
actually cooler.
It's
at
clean.
Phantoms, it's clean. Yeah.
Clean.
How about
Yeah.
or something like how about the Phantoms the band?
That's I mean that's a
There's something
mouthful.
there.
Easy.
I mean,
there's something. We'll
Probably a
circle back.
workaround, something you can.
Yeah, exactly.
How about Phantoms on Snapchat?
Phantoms on
.com,
Snapchat. .org. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your Phantoms on Snapchat as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phantoms on Snapchat, Phantoms on Twitter, everything like that. So
All right, cool, man. Well, thanks for stopping by. We have one of your. Which song are we playing? Do we know the name of the song?
I think this is our new one, Someone to Talk About,
Yes.
featuring
Someone
Grace
to Talk
Mitchell.
About.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kyle and Vinny, thank you guys. And anytime you want to come back, come back. That was
I-
great.
We'd love to.
I appreciate
Yes.
it. You guys
Yeah.
are
Really
a
fun.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys.